W9AXD.
KSNG start all stations. I will be calling the Friday Night Fun Net at exactly 4 minutes at 8 o'clock. Repeating, I'll be calling the Friday Night Fun Net at exactly 4 minutes at 8 o'clock. Kerry K9MAP will be live streaming and recording the net on YouTube. This is KSNG Star Recording. We'll be standing by for the net.
Yeah, and I will be.
And now DLB KSNG Star. Oh, Dave. Okay, Dave, we'll do. We'll put you down. Have a good evening, Dave. Thanks for checking in. Talk to you later. KSNG Star Recording. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock, and welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeated in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is KSNG. I'm located here in Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. This is what the zombie ram radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This is the Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, K9, and GCR. It's on it's live stream on YouTube at youtube.com/K Tatlow. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, Giggle, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's a FunNet live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. Those of you who don't have, if you don't have that capability, if you can't hear the repeater for whatever reason, give me a call on the Friday Night FunNet Central Hotline. Area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your checking over the phone. We'll try to check it on the radio first if at all possible. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take a short time at MOA stations. If you're passing through the area, you're rather concentrating your driving, you got family get-together going on, or something you want to watch on TV, you can't stay with the net, I'll take your short time at MOA check-ins, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. Then we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. The band has been wide open the past several weeks, past several days, I should say. Again, this repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. We'll take check-ins from anywhere. Then, let's see. We'll do our regular features. Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio what kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8 to GMR, APRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll have the Friday Night Fun Net contest /DX Corner. Did you make any DX contacts this week? No, I did not. We'll see what comes up here. Then I did not have a top. By the way, in case for those of you who missed that last Friday night, I did a survey. Do you like the 95 to 100 degree heat and humidity we're having now, or would you rather have like 20 degrees below zero? Of the 10 stations who participated, 7 stations like the hot weather, only 3 stations like the cold weather. So there you go. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time at MOA station you want to check in? Please call now.
KC9 GCR, this is W3MBX, short time in and out.
Good evening, Jimmy. W9JTC, checking in short time. Have a great net, sir.
Hey, Jimmy, it's KD9VQM. I'm going to go ahead and check in short time. Eric and Monroe here, but I will be listening, so mostly no traffic, just checking in and out, but I'm with you. So have a great net there, Jimmy. KD9VQM, back over to KC9GCR.
Okay, I got 3 stations checked in. W3MBX, Matt, and Robert got you checked in short time. Celery, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. W9JTC, Jamie and Rockford got you checked in. Celery, thank you for checking in. KD9VQ, American Monroe, Wisconsin, got you checked in. Hey, thank you for good signal coming in tonight, Eric. Thank you for checking in. If you wish you to jump back in, you're welcome to do so. We'll be here at least until past 10 o'clock. Okay. Thanks for checking in, Eric. Any more short time at MOA stations you want to check in? Please call now.
November 9, Echo, Golf Foxtrot. N9EGF, Jimmy. Kevin over here in Roscoe, checking in short time.
Well, hello, stranger. Long time no hear. Kevin, N9EGF. Got you checked in short time, Southern. Have a good evening. Thank you for checking in. Any more short time remote stations you want to check? Please go on out.
Kilo 9 Alpha Sierra Hotel, K9ASH, Dwayne Mobile. Short time, no traffic.
K9ASH, Dwayne in the mobile. Okay, Dwayne, got you checked in. 7-3, have a good evening. Drive safely. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Any more short time remote stations you want to check? Please go now.
KE9 CNS, Doug in Rockford, short time.
K9 CNS, Doug in Rockford. Doug is net control operator for the weekly Thursday evening Winnebago County Skywarn Train Net, which meets on at 7 p.m. on Thursday evening on this repeater. Thanks for checking in, Doug Southry. Have a good evening, and thank you for checking in. Any more short time remote stations like checking? Please go on out. Okay, we had 6 short time stations checking in. Okay, now let's go with general check-ins. Do we have any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out. One more time. Do we have any more short time? No, we're done with short time and mobile. We're taking general check-ins now. Any general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please go K-Sun GTR. Okay, at this time, I'm going to go ahead and give my traffic. Weekly Friday morning breakfast. Meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks. No affiliations necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. I don't know how much of a turnout they had this morning there, but I'm sure it was good. It usually is good on at these Friday mornings breakfast. The monthly Saturday morning breakfast, the Greater Beloit Amp Radio Club, G-Bark, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. And they meet at Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. Okay, let's see. That will be held. Next session will be held on August 8th. And I think they usually have a fox on after they get done with breakfast. Okay, the bi-monthly Saturday morning breakfast, the Rock River Valley GMRS Breakfast Club, meets on the first and third Saturdays each month at 9 a.m. at Mr. C's Family Restaurant, 4309 West State Street, Rockford, Illinois, 61102. If I understand correctly, I believe tomorrow that group is going to have their picnic. If anybody else is listening, could you please confirm that? Please let me know.
It is breakfast tomorrow and picnic is on Sunday.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks. Thanks. Who am I speaking to? Okay, you guys should get your fill of each tomorrow and Sunday. That's for sure. So let's keep an eye to the sky for the weather. we might be getting some rain tomorrow. There's a possibility that we might get some thunderstorms. Some of these thunderstorms could be heavy or maybe turn severe. So we'll just see what happens with that. Okay, any more, do we have any more stations? General check at the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call KSITC. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net tech corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions I'd like to bring before the net this time? Okay, well, let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make any DX contacts? No, I did not. I think I only turned the radio on a couple of times, but that was about it. I did not make any contacts at all. Any station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along at this time? Well, I know Kerry K9 MAP had some DX reports to pass along. We'll probably hear from them later on during the net. Okay, let's go ahead with the swap net. All IMC bulk sold or traded must be related to objects of RAM, radio, or computers. All IMC bulk sold or traded must be the property of or possession of the person who wants to get rid of stuff. They mention prices over there, but handling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Any station have any swap net traffic, please call now. Okay, well, I'll give Richard N9ZO swap net traffic. Richard N9ZO in Belvedere has for sale 1,000 feet of coax. He's charging $1 for each piece of coax. If you're interested, each foot, I should say. If anybody's interested, contact him at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. You might want to ask if they have any connectors at each end of the coax. So, once again, if you're interested in coax, give Richard N9ZO a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. Before we proceed any further, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I have some more traffic to pass along. 2 weeks from tomorrow, August 1st, our Steve County Repeater Association will be holding a bi-monthly VE testing session. That will take place on Saturday, August 1st at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library, second floor boardroom. If anybody's interested, you may want to contact John Mitchell, W9JC, Whiskey 9 Juliet Charlie. He's our chief VEC here in Stevenson County. Give him a call at area code 815-238-7485. That's area code 815-238-7485. You can also contact him at johnmitchell61@gmail.com, but you're better off calling him on the phone. Let him know that you're coming to the VE testing session Saturday, August 1st, and let's pack the place. For the last few sessions, we've had good turnout. We have people taking and passing their tests, so we'll see what happens. Area code 815-238-7485. It's John Mitchell, W9JC, Chief VEC here in Stevenson County. Let them know that you're coming to the VE testing session. Do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
Back in maybe with a question or a comment.
I'm sorry, I doubled over somebody. Come on back, please.
Oh, hey, yeah, sorry about that, Jimmy. It's KD9VQM. I just wanted to see if I could jump back in here with either a question or a comment here.
You sure can, Eric, and you got a beautiful signal coming. Very strong signal tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, Jimmy. Yeah, I wasn't sure how the conditions were still holding up. Earlier, and I guess I spent some time thinking about it, but you were saying if there's something with your power supply or what kind of radio you'd use. You know, I think I was thinking about that, and you know, I think it's nice to have you know, something like a mobile, but set it up as a base station. I'll tell you what, it changed my world on 2 meters here. Although I set out for this, you know, getting this set up really for our last, you know, with the field day. But I really love this anytone radio when I can use it. You know, after everyone else is in bed and no one's on the video game console, it turned out to be kind of a Wi-Fi jammer around the house. But when no one's really on the computers or the internet, this thing puts out great wattage, great signal. And it doesn't take as much power probably as a regular base station. You know, you can run these things on a car battery in an emergency, or just, you know, run them really discreetly off a power supply, and they don't take a whole lot of amps. So that was really my comment. You know, maybe a mobile as a base station is kind of a preferred thing, I think, for me. KD9VQM back over to KC9DCR in the net.
Sounds good, Eric. Well, thanks for jumping back in there. Yeah, this is one of the segments we have in the Friday Night Fun. It's the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. This is for especially for any like the new hands or seasoned veterans, I like to say. That if you have any technical questions, or like I always say, are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS. That's what's all about there. They're our tech corner, I call it.
Yeah, roger that. No, it's sometimes it's little things that make you, you know, think and go, you know, and you know, you mentally kind of chew on it for a while there, and you know, you find out over time what works better. You know, for me, I thought, you know, big antennas or, you know, things like this, and I'm finding anymore, even for antennas to throw up, something flexible, quick deploy antennas. I think for me too, and maybe part of this was a game changer when a lot of the POTA, you know, Parks on the Air people got involved. It's really, today in the ham radio, it's really about quick deploy antennas, get one up in 3 to 5 minutes. You know, years ago, you're building foundation or putting up a tower, and today you can put up an antenna in no time with some of these designs. So I'd almost think in a way you got to look at it as sometimes flexible is easier. Back to you.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Well, that's what really a field day, which we just celebrated a few weeks ago, was all about. There, trying to get some having to get a station on there as fast as possible. That's definitely great there. Eric, hey, thank you for checking in and for jumping in there again. You're welcome to do that anytime. So okay, I'm sure we'll hear from Scott K9YI shortly. Thanks for checking in. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, well, I think everybody's enjoying the weather tonight, so that check-ins are not, well, I'll tell you what, the short time station really comes in there. So the general check-ins, I don't know. Oh, they'll come around. It's early yet. Any more stations want to check in, please call now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets. It's rather early for me to do this, but I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. At 10 p.m., if you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, if the conditions are favorable, or better yet, the 440.950 repeater in Janesville, and Chad, WI9HS repeater, the Chicago Night Watch net is held. That net is held 7 nights a week. Last night, for whatever reason, there was no net held. I don't know what happened. But sometimes on Friday nights they have a net, other times they don't. They go to the ham radio operators, they go to a different establishment every Friday night there to have a get-together and stuff. Sometimes at 10 o'clock they start up a net, other times they don't. The repeater is dead, so. That Chicago Night Watch net is held every 7 nights a week at 10 p.m. on the 443.750 repeater in Chicago, the PL 114.8 offset, or the 440.950 repeater in Janesville, PL 123.0 plus offset. That's Chad's WI9HF repeater. Okay, Barry's picking up another repeater on this frequency. The band's been open for quite some time. Who was it? Ryan, K9MTV and Ryan Loves Park was talking to a ham in the Minnesota using the 146.61 repeater in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. That has a PL 110 point something. I'm not sure. But that's how great the band conditions were. I think it was Monday night or Tuesday night, something like that. Okay. Let me reset. Don't forget the Saturday evening rag tune. That's tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Also at 8 p.m. on this repeater. I believe, I think Larry K9 KZT will be net control tomorrow night. They go around. Talk about different stuff around there. Net control usually brings up a topic, or if you want to bring up something else, that's fine too. They go around a few times. That's what it's all about, rag to it. That will be the case on Saturday evening rag to it, and tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeat. The Big Thunder Amps Radio Club that meets at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. That has a PL 100.0 plus offset. The Greene County Aries Races that meets on the 145.110 repeater at 7:30 p.m. with Scott, K9YI is your net control station. The Whiteside County net meets on the 146.850 repeater in the Sterling at 8 p.m. You shouldn't have any problem getting to that repeater. The antenna is located about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police Troop 1 radio tower at their main headquarters down in Sterling. Monday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, you have the Monday night rah-rah info net. Kerry K9, KGT, and I share the duties as a net control operator. I was net control this past Monday. Let's see. Tuesday, also Monday evening at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon. The Lee County Aries net is held. At 8:30 p.m. when we reset. At 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in the DeKalb, PL 100.0 minus us at the Kishwaukee Amateur Radio Club net is held. So that's about it. Okay, before I continue, are there any more stations that like to check the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now.
KD9 MAP.
89 MAP. Good evening, Kerry.
Hi, how you doing, Jimmy?
Doing fine, Kerry. What's going on with you?
Oh, I've been pretty busy this week. I've been doing a lot of programming, and I spent 16 hours on HF. I've got a DX report for you. Back to you, KD9 MAP.
Okay, sounds good, Kerry. I'll tell you what, the short time on mobile station, we're coming in like gangbusters. Right now, we're getting the general check-ins. I'm not really picking up anybody. So, okay. We'll get your DX reports in a few minutes. I'm sure you got a lengthy one, so that's good. We're not doing anything. It's Friday night. Nobody's doing anything. Kerry, okay. Thanks, too, for checking in. We'll get back to you in a few minutes for your DX report. Do we have any more stations I'd like to check in this time? Please call now. Okay, I'm going to continue with the rundown of all the other nets we have in the area. Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we got the Tuesday evening net. It's similar to the Saturday evening rag tune net. And let's see. At 8:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, on the Ogle County Hams net meets at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesdays on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon or China, PL 146.2 plus offset. They meet for about, it's mostly a check-in net, they meet for about 5 or 10 minutes. After they get done with that net, they switch over to the 146.595 simplex frequency for a brief the simplex net. After they get done with that, they switch back over to the 147.165 repeater and stand by for the 9 o'clock Aries and the Skyward net. You said. Wednesday evenings, you got the Wednesday evening chat net, which meets at 7 p.m. on this repeater. And at the same time that net goes on, I do the weekly Stevenson County Aries net on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport. Then when I get done with that, then I switch over to this repeater so I can catch the Wednesday evening chat net. Let's see. Then at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, on the 147.390 repeater here in Freeport, PL 114.8 plus offset, we have the Wednesday evening swap net. Mel, this past Wednesday it was Ruben, K9OLF was net control. He did a great job too, but it's usually Mel, N9RPN, and myself to do the net. L9 RPN is it's better to have Dory KD9 JLA, I should say, went on a trip. So hope everything is well with them. And of course, Thursday evening, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, at 7 p.m., we got the Winnebago County Skywarn weekly training net with Doug KD9 CNS as your net control station. He does a great job too. We test I can't even talk. We test both repeaters, this one and the 147195 repeater, which are backup repeater. Okay. The DeKalb County Heritage Group holds its Thursday evening net also at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. 100.0 minus offset. Those of you who work HF, you got the CNOW net, which meets every month, every day, Monday through Friday. Let me reset. I'll repeat. Those of you who work HF, we got the CNOW net, which meets every day, Monday through Friday, from 1400, 1500 hours Zulu or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck WD9BB as your net control operator. Okay, now you're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. Remember, if any ham radio club, by all means, support your local club. Okay, at this time, any more station want to check the Friday Night Fun net? Please go now. Okay, once again, we're going to pick up the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Kerry, K9MAP. Okay, go ahead with your DX report if you will, please.
This is KD9MAP. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. This week I made 155 contacts. I worked 12 countries. I got 3 new confirmed grid squares, 2 in the United States, 1 in Canada, 9 new United States counties, and 4 POTUS stations, free set. The most distant station I contacted was probably JA3MHV on 15 meters. He's in Osaka, and that's 6,700 miles away from Rockford. I happened to make a Trinidad and Tobago contact this week, 9Y4M, and that got me thinking about the name of the country, Trinidad and Tobago. Brief reset. Like if you ask a guy, you know, are you in Trinidad and Tobago, and he says yes, well, how can you be in 2 places at once? You got to pick one or the other. I was thinking they could rename the country, call it Trinidad or Tobago, and that way, no matter where you are in there, you can say yes, I'm in one or the other. And that's it. KD9MAP.
Okay, sounds good. Well, actually, there are 2 islands. The one is Trinidad, the other one is Tobago. So it's made that's an appropriate name, both Trinidad and Tobago. You might want to look at it. If you have a world map or map of the Caribbean, you might want to look it up. That's two different islands, but it's the same name, Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, doggone it, I didn't know they had a good reason for that. Okay. Back to you, Jimmy. KD9MAP.
Thank you very much for that great DX report there, Kerry. That was great. Nothing bad. I'm sure you'll be at it again this coming week. Anybody else have any DX reports you'd like to pass along? Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations or would like to check in the Friday Night Fun then? You were going over your Friday Night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. If you just came home, or if you just turned the radio on, or you've been copying the mail for the last 36 minutes, this is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun then. From anywhere in the region, what's about traffic? Please call K-Sign TCF. Okay, today I made a phone call to HRO Milwaukee. They have, they still have the current copy of the ARRL Extra Class Q&A book. That has one more year to run. It will expire at the end of the June of next year. So it's $14.95. So with the shipping and handling and tax, it's $26.25. So I made out got some money, made out a money order. It's in the mail. It'll be going out tomorrow. Now I'll be receiving that book in the next several days. Now many on the Friday Night Fun trivia, I very seldom ever ask any extra class questions because there isn't hardly anybody who is asking any extra class of questions. However, this is what I'm going to do. When I'll get that book, however, I will only ask questions. I will only read the questions on the extra class Q&A upon request. Not many people that take the extra class test anyway, but I will only read those questions upon request. Okay. Any more stations who wish to check the Friday Night Fun then please call now.
They're all out enjoying the hazy air and the 95-degree weather there, Jimmy. This is KD9VQM, over.
Oh yeah, I hear you, Eric. So, that's about it. Well, we just got started. The death is about 37 minutes old, so we're here till 10 o'clock. They'll come around. You know, the only thing is, we can't have dead air on these repeaters, especially when Kerry K9MEP is live streaming this and recording this net on YouTube. So, but that's about it there. People will think, what's going on that we're not hearing anything. So that's why I kind of do it that way. So we'll see. If push comes to shove, we can do a rag shoe session. This is several different nets in one. Swap net traffic. Let's see. TechNet, DX Corner, the Friday Night Fun net, and several different nets are rolled into one.
Roger that, Jimmy. Yeah, I think I like how you keep it lively with the format and you keep it fluid with everything. You know, it's a lot of information. Every night is different, and you know, depending on when people are, you never know. You might have that odd night sometimes where people are just kind of out doing different things, and you never know. For all the times I said I'd get on Friday Night Fun Net, and I never could make it. I'm actually glad I made it this time. There were so many things, so many Fridays where I never had the chance, and honestly, we kind of go to bed early too. So, one comment I wanted to make real quick, I hope I'm not interrupting anything on your end, but one comment I wanted to make, I thought it was really interesting, the VHF skip that you had. You talked about northern Wisconsin having a different .61 with a different PL tone hundreds of miles away. And the fact that it was heard down around the South Wisconsin, northern Illinois border, I feel that's significant. Over.
That's USO. This was late, I think late Monday or Tuesday night, around 10:30, 11, or the midnight hour too. So that's about it. Even there's the station. I don't know if you talked to this guy or not, but he lives up in Blanchardville, Wisconsin, or where I don't know where he's at there. On 52 Sunflex. That station was really booming in up there.
Yeah, roger that. By the way, this is KD9BQM over to KC9GCR in the net. Yeah, I always think stuff like that's interesting. As a kid, with the Air TV, one time I built a satellite dish out of tinfoil, and I try to get, kind of in the early morning hours when you still had some of that nighttime skip ability, from where I'm at, which is I grew up not far from Monroe here, probably, closer to Janesville, Wisconsin. But I could pick up in the very early morning hours if I kind of just tuned things right. Stations like WFLD, Channel 32 in Chicago. You can't do that with digital. You either really get it or you don't. But back then in the, the staticky TV days, I always thought that was neat when you could do stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you something, Eric. I remember way back when I was a little kid, back in the early 1950s, growing up. And I'll tell you, the Rockford TV stations had not come on the air yet, but we were able to pick up Chicago and Milwaukee on our TV. A lot of times the picture was snowy, but that was the only TV we could get back. We used to get the WGN TV. Let's see, the WBKB. Channel 7 out of Chicago. It's WLS TV now, and the WNBQ, Channel 5. It's WMAQ now. They named after the former callers of the radio station in Chicago. But we used to pick up those stations there. And I'll tell you what. Let me reset. Back in the day, let's see. The first TV sets came out with just the VHF frequency, channels 2 to 13. The very first Rockford TV station to come on there was WTVO, channel 39. Well, of course, it's now operating on channel 17 now, and WQRF is operating on channel 39. But in order to get channel 39, you had to have one of those strips installed on your TV. Well, there was a guy who ran a furniture store, and he used to sell the TV. And used to install those strips. Well, I'll tell you what, as far as my mom and dad were concerned, he didn't know as one from a hole in the ground. So he installed the strip. My mother went to turn the TV on. It's a true story. It blew up. Oh, and she was mad too. She repeated stuff which I can't say here on the radio, of course. But fortunately, that was the time that the UHF and VHF TV sets came out. So we got the dealer came out. We bought one of them, and those TVs, and everything worked out beautifully.
Yeah, I hear you on that. VHF had 2 through 13, and then later on they had UHF was channels 14 through 83. And I did not know this. I don't know if you remember this from way back when. I think it was the late 40s or early 50s that it went away. But there actually was a TV channel 1 before they just went to like 2 to 13. Because I was always like, as a kid, I'm like, well, how come no channel 1? I guess it got plucked out by the military, and they then used it. But I was told that early on it was actually a TV channel over.
Gee whiz, Eric, I was not aware of that.
I don't know if there was actual TV sets that had a channel 1, but I don't know. I looked it up one time, and they said that there had been a channel 1. It just was the frequency was derived or used, or the usage became over to the military. So I don't know if it was a proposed thing or if it ever made it into consumer production or, I'm not 100% certain on all that. Maybe someone out here remembers if a TV set had a channel 1 thing on the clicker. I don't know, but we definitely didn't have one. I will say this, though. You're not the only one to have a TV blow up, although that sounds like that was operator error from the guy that installed it. But we did have a TV set blow up when I was 5 from a lightning strike. We had to go get a new furniture console TV. That was interesting. Over.
Oh, hold on. This case on GCR Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD Repeat and Rockford transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Oh boy, I was not aware of that. Oh boy, that must have been something.
Well, yeah, so, by the way, KD9BQM to KC9GCR in the net for ID. Yeah, it was, I was only 5. This was probably sometime around 1980, and we had one of those big old wood TV sets, and I we lived out in the country, so everything was, we had one of those, I don't know what you call it, like with the well, the water, you got your water through the, if you had a well, and I guess it struck the well, and somehow that went through metal somewhere. It jumped through something else. Lightning's weird. It jumps through one thing, leaves it alone, but that thing that it jumped through, it ends up on the other end, zapping something else out. And I guess the darn thing kind of smoked, and we had to go get a new TV at that point. And but you never know. Electricity is a very strange bedfellow sometimes.
Boy, ain't that the truth. That's for sure. That's for sure. Stand by there, Erica. We'll continue to this. Well, I want to see if we get any more check-ins. We might end up having to do a rag juice session here. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out.
89YBG, Dale.
89YBG, good evening, Dale. What's going on with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just kind of keeping out of the heat today, and we kind of did a little cleaning in the kitchen. The floor was getting pretty bad. So we got a new mop and got her vacuumed up and mopped today. I didn't do too much other than that. Tomorrow I watered a little bit, but it got cool enough out tonight that I opened up the kitchen window and the bathroom window, let some air come through, because last night you couldn't do it because all that smoke was around. But now it's clear out there. Kitty 9YBG back to net.
Oh yeah, when I got groceries this afternoon at the store, I would just come out we're just getting ready to put the cab driver put the groceries in the cab, and just getting outside. It was rain. We had rain shower here. I'm not kidding you. It rained for a few minutes. That was it.
We didn't get any rain here.
We may tomorrow. There's a possibility we might get some thunderstorms. Some may be heavy, some may actually be severe tomorrow.
We don't need severe, but we do need rain.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, Dale, I'm gonna let you go, and you're welcome to jump back in there. It looks like we might end up just having a radio session. I'm talking to K9. KD9BQM American Monroe. So, thanks for checking in, Dale. Okay, do we have any more stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go on out. Okay, Eric, we'll continue our rag juice session here. We'll just, we'll keep going. I'll stop and see if we get any more check-ins later on, but, we can't have any dead air. That's all there is to it. Well, I remember, let's see. When we got the TV, let's see. We had a tower put up on the roof of our house. We have a rotor. You could turn that rotor, you could pick up, Chicago, Milwaukee, or or Madison, or the Quad Cities. There, so that was about it. It got to the point where Mom and Dad had to take it down because the insurance on our house kept going up with that tower on there. So that was about it. We could get all we got was let's see, Channel 13, WREX was CBS to ABC. Channel 39, WTVO was NBC. Then we were able to get the WISC Channel 3 Madison. When the WCEE Channel 23 came on the air back in back in '65, I was in high school at the time. Then we went to CBS, so we were just able to get. I can't even talk. We were able to get 3 local stations and the Madison station.
Yeah, roger that, Jimmy. Yeah, we weren't lucky like you guys to have the rotor thing and the turn the antenna. I think we had, I'll call it the Farmer 5, about 5 channels between Rockford and Madison. I feel like we watched, even though we were up in Wisconsin here, pretty close to Janesville, I feel like we watched Rockford channels more than stuff out of Madison. But yeah, it's we just had whatever antenna was hooked up, and you had the rabbit ears with the big quickie not dial in the middle and with the round loop thing, and that's when they made those a little more robust too, not like these really cheap things that would break. That's when the rabbit ears was really a rabbit ears. But yeah, we kind of got what was ever available. I think that Rockford CBS station actually ended up turning into WIFR later, didn't it?
Yeah, QSL did back in 1977. WIFR. It was for Wisconsin, Illinois, Freeport, and Rockford. That Channel 23, when it first came on here, was originally licensed to be a Freeport station. But that was about it.
Gotcha. By the way, for ID, this is KD9VQM to KC9GCR and the rest of the net. Yeah, no, it's you could probably do a whole big a historical thing on the development of TV, even just like ham radio and kind of all the different facets and things that they the history of the stations and all these things. I feel like some of that is kind of good history. And I remember a lot of these stations, even though they were different numbers. I remember when WTVO was on I think it was channel 17 and I'm trying to think what that switched with. 17 and 13 switched. I think the affiliate, maybe not the call letters, but the affiliate networks that they were with. Because I know I hadn't watched Rockford TV in several years, and then I watched it, and I'm like, oh, that one used to be NBC, and that one used to be CB or ABC or something. So I think some of those even switched around after a while over.
Yeah, WTVO was when they first started. They were on channel 39 in 1967. That was my senior year in high school. They switched the channel to channel 17. And yes, about the change in networks, yes. Channel 13 used to be CBS and ABC. Then they went later on. I think it was in 1986 or something like that. They switched to NBC, and that was about it there.
Yeah, I still remember some of that stuff from 30, 40 years ago, and it's funny because I had not watched some of these things in years. There was, I think, a sports guy or one of the anchors that were still on after all those years too. Like they literally, guys that I remember on the TV then were still around after 35 or 40 years. It wasn't most of the crew, but there was one or two that I saw that I'm like, wow, I remember like when that guy was on that station before, and now he's way older, but. Some of those guys make it a lifelong career, I guess. So, yeah, I could go on and on. It's just kind of nice reminiscing about that stuff. But I think there was better TV programs back on years ago too. I'm not really into this stuff nowadays. I'm actually during the day I still run an Air TV, Jimmy, and I will sometimes watch the Me TV, which is the old time shows. From the 60s and 70s and 80s, and I just think those are much better shows over.
Boy, ain't that the truth. You know, I'll tell you what. All I watch TV for nowadays is most like the news. You know, I have two TV sets here. I got one, my main one, my LG TV that's tuned to our Comcast cable, and the other one sitting right next to my radio desk here is a Roku TV. I can get over the air. Now, on that TV, on that over the air TV, I can pick up the Rockford station and most of the Madison station. I can pick up a 21, 27, and maybe I think 47. I cannot pick up channel 3 for whatever reason. But that's about it. When you guys had all that severe weather a while back, I was watching channel 27 for their continuous live broadcasts.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. I think what might help you, because I think where you're at too. I don't know how much of a high rise you're in, but I think you have a little bit of height, in conjunction to where the TV channels broadcast out of. As you know, height will help you quite a bit. I don't know how many floors up you are or whatever, but that helps, I think, to some degree. I think, and then also Channel 3 out of Madison, I want to say either they don't, I don't know if it's how many watts they're still putting out or kind of who carries them. I don't know. There was some, once in a while you hear these things where certain channel is not getting out to everybody, and it might be a carrier issue or more of an issue where they're not being hosted by the companies that are supposed to kind of get them out. That's probably more of a streaming thing, but who knows? Sometimes you get certain channels, certain days. I get a little more static on them. Maybe you're not getting a clear signal as much as the other channels over.
Okay, I'm on the 6th floor. I'm on the 6th floor of a 9-story high-rise building. My views to the east, northeast. I see to the east, northeast, and to the north.
Yeah, I would think that helps you quite a bit. I mean, that actually is a fair amount of height from a certain perspective there. So, anytime you have that, I think that definitely helps you. Yeah, it's funny. I've got, depending on the part of the house, I even put a TV in the garage one year that did the rabbit ears, and I swear that gets different channels than the one that I'm getting in the, we'll call it the living room on the south facing end of the house. One face is kind of off in a different direction, and one, just because I'm so close to the south end with the other TV, I couldn't even program it for all the same channels.
That's for sure. Hey, we'll continue this, but I want to see if I can get some more check-ins here. So, do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out.
KC9GCR. Here is KC9YI, Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India.
Okay, Scott, KC9YI, Scott Monroe. I've got another, okay. I got to check in. There was another station trying to check in. Another station come back.
C9 JPP Mobile. Short time, no traffic.
C9JPP, okay, Joe. I got you checked in. Drive safely. Thank you for checking in the Friday Night Fun Net, and have a good evening. Any more stations who want to check in, please go now. Okay, K9YI, Scott Monroe, what's going on with you?
Oh, just sitting around, kind of listening around at some of my different nets and things that I am doing a little. 6 meters was open today, fairly good again. There was a few days where I just didn't hear anybody to speak of, but maybe the band was open and just nobody on. This afternoon, of course, Friday, there's a number of people that the weekend starts for, and so maybe that was the reason why I heard more activity. I don't know, but it just seems like the 6 meter band was in better shape this afternoon. I did work one new grid square that I hadn't worked yet this summer in Virginia. There's a few that I have to get, or that I could get in that state. But anyway, that's about it there, Jim. I'm glad that the smoke is better. It sure was lousy here this morning.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Now they're saying it might make a comeback tomorrow. Hey, did you by chance get to go to your fair, the Greene County Fair this week?
Not yet. It's on through the weekend, and I was kind of thinking maybe tomorrow I may go down for just a little bit. But it's been so smoky and stuff. I imagine people probably still went to it, but it was just so miserable outside that I didn't even think about going down.
Okay, sounds good. Our Stevenson County Fair starts next week. So we'll be going from Tuesday through Saturday. That's for sure. So, okay. Hey, Eric and I were carrying on a nice conversation about the old TV shows, TV sets, and what have you. There, we're just kind of filling in. We don't want to have any dead air because I'm not getting as many check-ins there, but they're glad you're coming. We're just keeping the frequency hopping here.
Oh, real good, real good. Well, I won't keep it hopping too long here. I think my group is getting on 160 right now, so I'll kind of listen in. I don't know, the conditions weren't anything spectacular on 75 tonight, so I don't know what 160 is going to be like. But anyway, let's see, there was something else. Oh yeah, you were talking about the old, my favorite channels on cable are usually, the old shows and stuff. Still much better programming than what they have on now, I think.
Oh, you bet they are. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure somewhere they still have some of those old shows like Andy Griffith Show, Dragnet. You bet your life. Dragnet, you bet your life. That was Thursday night TV. That's not like it is today. That's for sure.
Yeah, we watch Andy Griffith quite a bit. Of course, I kind of like The Big Bang Theory, too. That isn't quite as old as some of the old shows, but that's kind of on, sometimes when I'm eating supper. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I do kind of watch the History Channel. That's kind of interesting. And then they've got some other shows on there. And so anyway, I'll let you get back to Eric there, Jim. And thanks for letting me in. And I'll go over here and see if I'm hearing anything on 160. I thought I did hear somebody out there, but I got it kind of turned down right now. So anyway, have a good night and a good net. And maybe as it gets a little bit later, more people will pop in. You never know. A lot of things going on, like you said. And it wouldn't have been just too bad of a night to go to the fair. Like I say, the air is quite a bit better, but boy, we sure have had some real heavy smoke, and it's not even half as dense as what it must be over, like up in Door County and up by Ashland and up in that area. But just plain unhealthy completely. So anyway, back to net 73, and we'll talk to you guys later. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI.
Okay, Scott, sounds good. You have a good evening. Thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. We'll catch you on the Greene County Net that's coming Sunday night. Okay, do we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now.
KE9 COB Mobile.
KE9COB Mobile. Good evening, Mark. Where were you going this evening, just out of curiosity?
Well, I just woke up from a nap. I'm going out for a hot fudge sundae.
Good, nothing wrong with that. Where do you usually go?
Usually Culver's or something like that. Any of them. I don't care, actually.
Oh, okay, sounds good. That sounds good. Well, okay, well, it's been mostly a rag chew session here with Eric, K9 of VQM in Monroe. He's got beautiful signal coming in tonight. We were talking about the old TV stations, the old TV sets and what have you. That was just mostly, it was kind of such a slow net anyway, and I didn't want to have any dead air, so we just mostly rag chewed.
Yeah, roger that. Well, yeah, I really haven't heard much of it. I turned the radio on about 10 seconds before I heard you call for more check-ins.
Okay, don't worry. Kerry K9 MVP is live streaming and recording the net on YouTube, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to listen to it.
Hey, roger that. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to let you go so you can get to your ice cream there, and thank you for checking in, and drive safely.
Hey, roger that. Okay, Jimmy. KC9GCR, KE9COB, still monitoring.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, Mark. 8 more stations wishing to check in. Please call now.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KE9N Kurt in Boone County. What is happening with you, Kurt? What's going on?
Hey, not too much, just taking it easy tonight, Jimmy. I was working on my magnetic loop antenna just a little bit this afternoon, and I did that. Let's see, I was at work and did a little bit of work, not a lot, but just a little bit. And so I'm just kind of taking it easy inside. Boy, it was humid and hot today.
Oh boy, it sure was. It was mostly, it's going to be more of the same tomorrow. I went and got groceries today, and when the cab came and picked me up at the grocery store, I went outside here. We had a little shower. It was raining here in Freeport.
Well, I noticed that now this afternoon I went out, and where we live, we didn't get any rain here, but then I had to drive up to Roscoe, and I could tell they had rain there.
Well, that's good. Okay, well, every little bit helps, as they say, and we might get some tomorrow. It might get some thunderstorms, and they're saying some may be strong or too severe. We'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, although it's supposed to be fairly warm through Tuesday. Wednesday, I think it was supposed to be 78 or 79, so that's not quite so bad. But it sure beats 3 foot of snow, huh?
Boy, ain't that the truth, you bet. That's why I was asking a question last week. Do you like the 95 to 100 degree weather, or do you like the 20 degree below zero temperature? The 10 stations that took part in the survey, 7 hams said that they like the hot weather. Only 3 stations like the cold weather.
No, I remember that. Anyhow, I thought I'd check in and see how you're doing and everyone else.
Okay, Kurt. Hey, thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. Thank you for checking. Maybe we'll hear you on the radio net tomorrow night.
Okay, sounds real good, Jimmy. I'll talk to you later then. KC9GCR, KE9N, I'll be clear.
Okay, it's Kurt. Thank you for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, Eric, KD9BQM, are you still there?
Yeah, sure am, Jimmy. I think we're all I think I'm over it on the TV topic, but I'll tell you what, I like what Mark's thinking about going and getting a dessert. That does sound really good. I had to do some fasting this morning. I had a doctor's appointment. Just kind of routine stuff. They were going to do I don't know what you call that, a calcium scoring. And I figured it was just a good way to see, this is how they can kind of check your heart before you have problems. And so it made the appointment a while back, and I had gone in, and I ended up being that I really didn't need to fast. I was going to do some blood work, and we're actually going to wait till like 6 months to do that. But the calcium scoring came back really, really good shape, that I had like really nothing for buildup. Very minuscule, and but I kind of went the whole morning. The point is, I went the whole morning without really indulging. I didn't even have a coffee. Boy, once I was done with that appointment, I got a big heaping coffee, French vanilla. You know, Mark's going out to get that. What is it? That hot fudge sundae. I think I'm going to ask you this because I'll tell you what my favorite one is, and I've loved this ever since 1985. One of those peanut buster parfaits at Dairy Queen. Oh man, so good with the nuts and the fudge and the just so delicious. I've always gotten that from time to time. What's your favorite dessert there, Jimmy? Over.
Oh God, I'd have to think about that. Well, as far as ice cream, I don't maybe chocolate or Neapolitan or whatever. Sometimes I buy ice cream at the store. But I thought about getting some ice cream at the store today, but I didn't. But oh boy, well, Union Dairy here in Freeport has nice. The local establishment's been around for over 100 years, or maybe over 110 or some years to be exact. They used to have they have so many different kinds of ice cream there. In fact, I'm assuming they're going to be out at the Stevenson County Fair this year. They had many different kinds of ice cream, and that's a definitely good.
Yeah, that always is really good. I know up towards Madison we had some sort of a I think it was Babcock Hall. It's one of their ice creams that they kind of host through the university, and for years I think you could get those flavors, around the area and stuff, and that's also good ice cream too. But boy, I love Dairy Queen. Culver's is also a very good one, especially those. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Those concrete mixers. They're so thick. But yeah, boy, I am just thinking I almost want to go out and get some ice cream now. That's especially when it's hot. I'll tell you what, you said you had that survey you did last time. I'm probably you said 7 were for and 3 were against. 7 like the hot weather and 3 would rather have it be cold. As much as I don't like hot weather, I think I still got to take this over the 20 below stuff and the ice on the driveway. This is KD9BQM, back over to KC9GCR net control.
Okay, I'll put you down in the hot weather column. 8-3 in favor of hot weather. Yeah, well, I didn't vote, so it'd be 9-3 in favor of the hot weather. Turned into a landslide, folks.
I guess the good news, Jimmy, is that you can always, in the hot weather, you can always go get an ice cream or some sort of dessert that'll cool you off. So I guess there's that.
That's for sure. Yeah, I was going to tell you something else about the TV there. Now, we lived in the small town of Rydot, way back in the early days of TV. We were one of 2 families who had the TV set the entire village of Rydot. Let's see, we were the poor family, the other family was the rich family. everybody, his brother and sister or what have you, used to come to our house, and well, we were the poor family. They watched TV every night. My mother would have to pop popcorn. They'd watch the ball games and the baseball games and the boxing and wrestling matches. And during the political conventions, they would watch them and they'd argue politics. That went on every night. Finally, Mom and Dad put their foot down. They said, hey, we're not doing this anymore. You go out and buy your own TV. This is a true story, too.
Yeah, no, I believe you. You know, it just takes that one thing to kind of get everyone engaged, I guess. And you know, I was going to ask you how you know you're the rich family versus the poor family. Not to make light of that at all, but I think the rich family is they have a remote control, and I know even in the 1950s, and I saw a picture of one time, they had remote controls early. They were really clunky looking things, but I guess maybe in the rich family they had the remote control for the TV, and in the other family, you were the remote control. You had to go get up and click the dial for your parents or something. I know I had to do that over.
I know that. That's for sure. Ain't that the truth? I got like when at the time we had 2 TV stations. My mother said, "Jim, get up and get the other station." She wanted to watch another station. So I did. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Hey, I don't know if anybody else would like to get back to you or not, but I won't hold you. If you want to go get your ice cream, I don't know what places in Monroe are still open. Maybe you can go out and hurry up and get something quick there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Jim. I don't know. I'll probably back out of the rag chew unless needed. It's been a pleasure talking. I don't know that I'll make it over to the ice cream place, but a lot of stuff in this town shuts down around 9 o'clock or so. Some of it till 10, but it's definitely not like probably Madison or Rockford where things are open till, you know, midnight, 2 a.m. or whatever, you know, too much. So not as much of a nightlife, let's put it that way. But I probably will be getting that dessert sometime soon. Monroe actually just opened, incidentally, a new, what do they call that? The frozen yogurt shop on the square here, and I think it's called Fro Yodel. And we tried it out the first weekend, and it was actually pretty good. I still, once in a while, I'll hit up a frozen yogurt, and those actually aren't bad. So, but I'm going to back on out of here. I'll probably still be listening there, Jim. This is KD9BQM back to KC9GCR and the net.
Eric, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. I know you had a wonderful time. We sure had a wonderful time together there. So have a good night. Thank you for checking. We'll probably hear you on the Sunday Night Net. KC9GCR with Claire, 73. Thank you for checking in.
USL and 73s, my friend.
Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now.
KK7 Sugar Lima.
Okay, Kilo 7 Sierra Lima. Good evening. Welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. Now, I believe I heard you before. Aren't you down by in Whiteside County down by Linden?
Roger. Yes, sir. Over a year ago, we worked one night on the Friday Night Fun Net, and you picked me up. And anyway, I was getting a real kick out of your television story. I remember 2 channels 4 and channel 6 over here, WOC and or was it CBS or something. Anyway, I enjoyed 2 channels more than all.
Oh yeah, the good old days of early TV. That's that's for sure. Yeah. Okay. WOC Channel 6, and I think WHBF Channel 4 in Rock Island. I think Channel 8 Moline, WQAD, I think they came on there, I think in about 1963 or something like that.
I believe you're correct on the Channel 8. When I was young, we had 4 and 6, and I used to love Captain Bob and Captain Ernie's cartoon showboat over there in Davenport.
Oh, okay. Back when I was a kid, we used to we had a Captain Bob, but that was that was a live character. There was no cartoon characters. They were a real person. Captain Bob, Melvin the Clown. Captain Bob's his real name was Bob Thompson. I think he was in sales at WTVO Channel 39. But that show used to come on at 4 o'clock every Monday through Friday afternoon. I was Melvin the Clown. They used to show Popeye and then the Three Stooges and what have. That was fun on TV back then.
All right. I love those World War II cartoons they used to show with Bugs Bunny and all that stuff. That was some good stuff. Even Disney was good in those days, you know. And Leon Schlesinger. Well, anyway, I'm going to turn it back to you. I'm just going to listen. I enjoyed the old TV story, KK7, Sugar Lima.
Sounds good. Hey, when the conditions are right, you're always welcome to check in the Friday Night Fun Net again. I hear you on the on some of the other net, like the Lee County net on Monday evenings at 8 p.m. on 146970. I think on the check-in list, I come on right after you do.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I've checked into that net. I do the Friday night digital round. Clinton repeater, and I do sometimes the Illinois Aries on HF on the 75 meters. But I don't think I checked in on that net you were referring to, KK7 SLL. I'll be listening out here, so thanks for picking me up. And Friday Night Fun Net 7, I'll be standing by.
You're welcome. Thank you for checking. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else, and that other station has a 7 call also. Just before mine, they called me on the Lee County net. Hey. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. If we get these conditions again, maybe we'll hear from you again. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call K9 GCR.
KE9 COB.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, your story about the television set reminded me of one of my earliest memories in my life. We weren't the rich station. We were the only station with a television set, the only family with a TV set, because my father had won it in a raffle. Nobody had one in our neighborhood. Only my father had one. Everybody for block came over and watched Captain Kangaroo with us, and that's one of my earliest memories. That was before I went into kindergarten, so I couldn't have been too old. So that had to be somewhere around 1960, I think. Back to you.
Oh, yeah, I remember Captain Kangaroo. Oh, yeah, we used to have that. I think that show was on every morning there. I think, let's see. I think Channel 13 carried that because that was, at that time, it was CBS and ABC there. Oh, yeah, Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Green Jeans. Oh, yeah, that was a good show.
Well, this was a real fuzzy station. This was in Champaign-Urbana at the time, and Champaign-Urbana did not have their own television station back then. We had to watch it from coming out of Chicago, and I still remember watching a fuzzy black and white TV set with every kid in the neighborhood out sitting in front of us. Only because my father had won that TV set.
Oh yeah, that was the way it was with us here before the Rockford station came on. That oh yeah, everybody should do that too. So, oh yeah, that's that's for sure. That the good old days of early TV.
Well, I don't believe they were good, but they were old. Roger that. Okay, just finished my hot fudge sundae and pulling back into my garage right now, Jimmy. I'll catch you later. KC9JCR, KE9COB.
Okay, Mark, sounds good. You're always welcome to jump back in any time. I'm glad you enjoyed your hot fudge sundae. We'll talk to you later. KC9JCR, be clear. Okay, do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time. Please go now. Okay, I read this radio nut joke last Friday night. I think I'm going to read it again. It's appropriate for this kind of weather we're having. This is my own radio nut joke. You know you are a radio nut when you climb a tower and install an antenna when a heat wave is underway. And the temperature is 102 degrees, the heat index is 85 degrees, and you can't see because the sweat is running down your face, chest, and back, and is getting into your eyes. That's my old radio nut joke. If you have a homemade radio nut joke you want to pass along, you give me a call on the Friday, here on the radio or on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. Area code 815-232 FN 232-3636. The homemade radio nut jokes are better than the 30 original radio nut jokes anyway.
KE9COB.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, this actually happened to me. Not much more than a week ago. I'm watching a movie on television, and the good guys are saving the world, and they're using a radio, and they're talking, and for some reason they got a close up of the radio for just a second, and I recognize I recognize the radio. That's never in my life ever happened to me before. What can I tell you?
Stuff happens sometimes, Mark. Stuff happens.
All right. Catch you later, Jimmy. KE9COB.
Hey, Sanjay, sir. Thanks for checking in. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I usually don't do this a second time, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and read my traffic here, my announcements. Okay, here we go. The Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks. No affiliations necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Bus Park, Illinois 61111. The Greater Beloit Dance Radio Club, or G-Bark, meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. at Denny's Restaurant, Flying J Truck Stop, Illinois 75 and I-9039. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. The Rock River Valley GMRS Breakfast Club meets on the first and third Saturdays of each month at 9 a.m. at Mr. C's Family Restaurant, 4309 West State Street, Rockford, Illinois 61102. They're going to have their breakfast tomorrow, and they're going to have their picnic on Sunday at the Onondaga Forest Preserve there. Okay, any more stations like to check the Friday Night Fun then? Please call now. Okay, once again, I will repeat. Saturday, August 1st, our Stevens County Repair Association will be having our bi-monthly VE testing session. That will take place at 12:30 p.m. Saturday, August 1st at the Freeport Public Library, second floor of boardroom. If you want more information, you may contact John Mitchell, Whiskey 9 Juliet Charlie, W9JC. Area code 815-238-7485. Area code 815-238-7485. You can also contact him at johnmitchell61 at email.com, but you're better off calling him on the phone. Let him know what you're coming. Let's see if we can pack the place. So, again, Stevens County Reader Association will be having a bi-monthly VE testing session Saturday, August 1st, 2 weeks from tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. at the Freeport Public Library. Contact John Mitchell, W9JC, at area code 815-238-7485. Any more stations like to check the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. One moment, please. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I don't know how many of us are still with us, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to read some questions out of the ARRL New Tech Q&A book. So just hold on. Let's one moment, please. I got to get my magnifying glass. Okay, I don't know how many of you are still with us. We're gonna give this a go. These questions are from the brand new Tech Q&A book. So okay, just a minute. Hold on. Oh boy, what's going on? Okay, first question from the new Q&A book. On which of the following HF frequencies can automatically control the amateur propagation beacons be found? A. Anywhere in the technician portion of the 10 meters. B, anywhere if they are registered with the FCC. C, in a specific portion of each of the HF technician bands. D, on 10 meters between 28.200 megahertz and 28.300 megahertz. On which of the following HF frequencies can automatically controlled amateur propagation beacons be found? A, anywhere in the technician portion of the 10 meters. B, anywhere if they are registered with the FCC. C, in a specific portion of each of the HF technician bands. D, on 10 meters between 28.200 megahertz and 28.300 megahertz. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
A, X, D.
Okay. On which of the following HF frequencies can automatically controlled amateur propagation beacons be found? The correct answer is D delta on 10 meters between 28.200 megahertz and 28.300 megahertz. 97.389. Beacons are another type of station restricted to certain subbands. These stations make transmissions for the purpose of observing propagation or other experiments. You will find them on 10 meters between 28.2 and 28.3 megahertz and in the lower segments of the VHF, UHF, and microwave bands. Ham Radio License Manual, page 7-11.
I should have jumped in on that one, Jimmy. I don't know if I would have got it right or not. But do you have any more questions? KD9 VQM here.
Oh yeah, Eric, I'm gonna find them here. This is the new Tech Q&A book. It became effective July 1st. I'm just looking for one here. Okay. All right, I found one. This is from the new Tech Q&A book. What, if any, are the restrictions concerning transmission of language that may be considered indecent or obscene? A, the FCC maintains a list of words that are not permitted to be used on amateur frequencies. B, any such language is prohibited. C, the International Telecommunications Union, or ITU, maintains a list of words that are not permitted to be used on amateur frequencies. D, there is no such prohibition. Well, we know that's not correct. On which, what, if any, are the restrictions concerning transmission of language that may be considered indecent or obscene? A, the FCC maintains a list of words that are not permitted to be used on amateur frequencies. B, any such language is prohibited. C, the International Telecommunications Union, or ITU, maintains a list of words that are not permitted to be used on amateur frequencies. D, there is no such prohibition. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Hey, Jimmy, how about C, Charlie, the ITU handles it? I don't know if that's it, but I feel like that one could be.
No, Eric, sorry, that is not correct.
Which one was it?
But just hold on, I want to see if anybody else is listening and see if they got the correct answer.
George Carlin has a things you can't say, KK7 SLL, hi.
Okay. All right, here we go. What, if any, are the restrictions concerning transmission of language that may be considered indecent or obscene? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Any such language is prohibited. 97.113A4. While you may encounter stations using such language, it's best to avoid controversial topics and expletives. Ham Radio License Manual, page 8-10. No, we do not talk politics or religion on the radio. We avoid these subjects like we avoid the plague. That's plain old all there is to it. Okay, I'm going to read, all right. One moment, please. Okay, what is the meaning of the procedural call sign? Just a minute. What is the meaning of the procedural signal CQ? A, call on the quarter hour. B, shortened form of the term contest QSO. C, communication quality used to indicate transmitted audio clarity. D, calling any station. What is the meaning of the procedural signal CQ? A, call on the quarter hour. B, a shortened form of the term contest QSO. C, communication quality used to indicate transmitted audio clarity. D, calling any station. Anybody have correct answer to this question? You are correct, Kerry. You are correct. What is the meaning of the procedural signal CQ? Correct answer is D, delta. Calling any station. CQ is a procedural signal that means I am calling any station. And read the license manual page at 6-6. When I was a CB operator, when we used a talk on single sideband, that's what they used the CQ, what have you, too. Okay, before I continue, let's see if we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay, what effect does multipath propagation have on data transmissions? A, transmission rates must be increased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. B, transmission rates must be decreased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. C, no significant changes will occur if the signals are transmitted using FM. D, error rates are likely to increase. What effect does multipath propagation have on data transmissions? A, transmission rates must be increased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. B, transmission rates must be decreased by a factor equal to the number of separate paths observed. C, no significant changes will occur if the signals are transmitted using FM. D, error rates are likely to increase. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Well, you might as well, because you are correct. What effect does multipath propagation have on data transmission? The correct answer is D, delta. Error rates are likely to increase. Distortion caused by multipath can cause VHF and UHF digital data signals to be received with a higher error rate, even though the signal may be strong. And read the license manual, page 4-1. Alright, hold on here. Okay, what is equal to 1,500,000 hertz? A, 1,500 kilohertz. B, 1,500 megahertz. C, 15 gigahertz. D, 150 kilohertz. Which is equal to 1,500,000 hertz? A, 1,500 kilohertz. No. A, 1,500 hertz. B, 1,500 megahertz. C, 15 gigahertz. D, 150 kilohertz. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
Is it B as in Bravo, Jimmy?
No, Eric, sorry, that's not correct. Hey, thank you for even trying, Eric. This is all in fun. Don't worry about it. This is not an actual test. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Okay, which is equal to 1,500,000 hertz? The correct answer is A alpha, 1,500 kilohertz. 1,500,000 hertz equals 1,000 kilohertz equals 1.5 megahertz. And radio lights and manual page 2-2. I was never good at math, so we'll leave it at that. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, what is the voltage across a 10-ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? A, 8 volts. B, 0.2 volts. D, 12 volts. And let's read this again. What is the voltage across a 10-ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? A, 8 volts. B, 0.2 volts. C, 12 volts. D, 20 volts. What is the voltage across a 10-ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? A, 8 volts. B, 0.2 volts. C, 12 volts. D, 20 volts. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
Is in Delta, 20 volts.
You are correct, Eric. You are correct. What is the voltage across a 10-ohm resistor if a current of 2 amperes flows through it? Correct answer is D delta, 20 volts. Yeah, Eric, you finally got one right. Okay. E equals 1 times R equals 2A times 10 equals 20 volts. Who cares? Let's move on. One moment, please. Okay. What should you do if something in a neighbor's home is causing harmful interference to your amateur station? A, work with your neighbor to identify the offending device. B, politely inform your neighbor that FCC rules prohibit the use of devices that cause interference. C, make sure your station meets the standards of good amateur practice. D, all of these choices are correct. What should you do if something in a neighbor's home is causing harmful interference to your amateur station? A, work with your neighbor to identify the offending device. B, politely inform your neighbor that FCC rules prohibit the use of devices that cause interference. C, make sure your station meets the standards of good amateur practice. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
KE9N.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm going to say D as a dog.
You are correct, Kurt. You are correct. It is D as in dog. What should you do if something in a neighbor's home is causing harmful interference to your amateur station? A, work with your neighbor to identify the offending device. B, politely inform your neighbor that FCC rules prohibit the use of devices that cause interference. C, make sure your station meets the standards of good amateur practice. Well, the correct answer is D delta. All these choices are correct. There are several and simple steps to take. 1, make sure your station meets the standards of good amateur practice. You can offer to help determine the source of interference. Severe noise often indicates defective equipment that could be a safety or fire hazard. You may have to politely explain to the neighbor that FCC rules prohibit them from using a device that causes harmful interference. Be diplomatic in dealing with your neighbor, even though it may be their responsibility to deal with interference to or from their devices. They are probably unaware of FCC rules and radio license manual page 9-10. Okay, do we have any more stations like to check in the Friday Night Fun? Please call now. All right, this is a simple question. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? A. Calibrated SWR meter. B. A directional antenna. C. A directional watt meter. D. All these choices are correct. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? A. Calibrated SWR meter. B. A directional antenna. C. A directional watt meter. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay. Which of these items would be useful for a hidden transmitter hunt? The correct answer is B. Bravo, a directional antenna. Okay, we're going to read two more questions. I think that'll do it there. Why is a 19-inch long vertical antenna often used on 2 meters? A. It has high gain. B. It is a resonant half wave. C. It is a resonant quarter wave. D. It has low RF radiation exposure. Why is a 19-inch long vertical antenna often used on 2 meters? A. It has high gain. B. It is a resonant half wave. C. It is a resonant quarter wave. D. It has low RF radiation exposure. Anybody correct to answer this question? Okay, Kerry, there's another station that's trying to get in there too. Let's let him go. Okay, well, there's another station trying to get in there. Come on back. Oh, well, you are correct, Kerry. You are correct. Why is a 19-inch long vertical antenna often used on 2 meters? Correct answer is C, Charlie. It is a resonant quarter wave. The length of a ground plane antenna is half that of a dipole, so to calculate their length, use the formula. Length in feet equals 234 slash frequency in megahertz. At 146 megahertz, the ground plane is 234, but 146 equals 1.6 feet equals 19 and 1/4 inches long. Ham radio license manual, page 4-12. Okay. The last question of the evening, let me find it here. All right. What are the toughest questions in the Tech General or Extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new ham radio operators, well, once you get your licenses, someday you're going to be involved in the tower climbing expedition. You're going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground crew. This next question, which I'm about to read, if you get that, this answer the next question right at the BE testing session near you, it might be the ticket of getting your license. All right. And you tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A. Have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C. Always wear an approved climbing harness. D. All these choices are correct. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A. Have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C. Always wear an approved climbing harness. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? And you tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Okay. What is required when climbing an antenna tower? A. Have sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques. B. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times. C. Always wear an approved climbing harness. Well, the correct answer is D. Delta. All of these choices are correct. Starting with personal preparation, both climbers and ground crew should wear appropriate protective gear anytime work is underway on the tower. Each member of the crew should wear a hard hat, goggles or safety glasses, and heavy-duty gloves suitable for working with ropes. If you are the climber, be sure to get sufficient training on safe tower climbing techniques before beginning. Use appropriate tie-off to the tower at all times, and always wear an approved climbing harness. Don't use a leather lineman's belt, as they are unsafe and no longer approved for tower work. Many climbers prefer footwear with a steel shank that supports the foot while standing on a narrow rung. Hammer your license manual page 9-19. That concludes Friday Night Fun Net for this week. These questions were from the brand new ARRL Tech Q&A book that became effective July 1st. Okay. Are there any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in? Please call now. This is K-Son-G Star with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XC repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Center in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, do you know where your children are at? Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. Kerry K9MAP was telling me when the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department used to be on VHF analog iPad analog. every night at 10 p.m. The dispatchers and radio and corrections officers, lockdown, time to secure the jail, time to put the jailbirds to bed. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, do we have any more stations that'd like to check in this time? Please call now. This case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun on the W9XD repair in Rockford. Do we have any more stations? Stand by hotline. That's case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun on the W9XD repair in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun, that's Central and Freeport. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. This is a case on GCR, the Friday Night Fun on the W9XD repair in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun, that's Central and Freeport. Do we have any more stations that'd like to check in, please call now.
Hey Jimmy, I'm here at WI9HF.
W9HF, good evening, Chad. What is going on with you?
Well, we were watching tornado stuff on YouTube here last couple hours. July 15th, storm of 1980 in Eau Claire County, Dunn County, Chippewa County, Pierce County, wiped out Eau Claire for the most part. And then we came across I wonder if anyone remembers this, August 28th of 1990, the Joliet tornado.
Oh boy, yeah, I guess that was something, I remember that was 1990, I remember that one. Only a few years ago, we had a derecho go through our area. I think it was August 10th. I think it was 2020 or 2021?
Yeah, I don't remember that. I know in May of 1998 there was something that came through Madison all the way through Waukesha County. That was pretty bad, but I was living in Milwaukee and never even heard a thing.
Oh boy, sounds good, yeah. I was listening to that Janesville weather station last night. On that weather radio you sent me. I guess they've issued a air quality warning there for all the counties in the area that Milwaukee Sullivan serves there.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday. I don't know how much smoke you guys got down that way, but I went to Madison to swap repeaters for my system, and when you go outside, it smelled like a dirty campfire. It was nasty. Yeah, it was Madison, Janesville. It just smelled like all that wildfire smoke. I've never smelled it like that before. It was just gross. That's the best way I can describe it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we might get some thunderstorms tomorrow. There's a possibility that they might be strong to severe. When I went to got groceries today this afternoon, when I came out of the grocery store, it was we had a sun shower. I even got wet.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain last night, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know how long it was lasting, but it didn't rain much. But yeah, I hope we get some rain. We can use that.
Yeah, every little bit helps. Hey, does Erica, would she like to check in?
Yeah, I guess I'll let her check in. Hi. She's right here, so thanks for heads up, Timmy. WI9HF.
Okay, I'll be standing by over her. Thanks, KCNG Sheriff.
KC9 DCR, how are you? This is Erica, KE9 DYN.
I'm doing fine, Erica. How you doing?
A little toasty around the edges, but I have not gone outside in the last 2 days, yesterday or today, because I had no reason to. And with this breathing, all this smoke and stuff, it doesn't help my asthma. So I'm staying put, but air conditioner is keeping up, so we're at least cool. And I know there's something weird going on in the air because the cat's been crazy and really crabby. I don't know what to do with our crazy thing. Went out in the garage Wednesday night and ended up going out there just before we went to bed. Chad was bringing some canned water in for the fridge, and she snuck out, and she was so mad yesterday morning for like an hour and a half. Chad said she just talked to him like it was his fault.
Cats are like that. That sounds good. Okay, hey Erica, thanks for that. I've had my air conditioner run for this coming Monday. It'll be exactly 3 weeks. I turned on. It had not been turned off. It's been running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 3 weeks straight.
Well, at least you've got that ability to do it. Some people don't have air conditioning that works. I know someone who had to get theirs fixed, and ours at work is on like maybe half power, so sometimes sometimes it gets really warm, and it's a metal building, so you can imagine how delightful it is. But it's been doing okay, all I can say. So glad you're taking care of yourself, and we have some new people we've been talking to from Chad can correct, but I think it's Sun Prairie, and his name is John, and his wife is studying for her test, and she is totally excited about having another woman to talk to. So I'm totally thrilled too, because she and I have some of the same hobbies in common. So anyway, just letting you know that we might find some way to get Kelly and John up talking. KE9 DYN, back to net.
Sounds good, Erica. That's great. Hopefully she'll pass. Hey, I'll tell you what, Pleasure talking to you. Have a good night. We'll catch you down the log. K9G, Chairman Clear. Good night. Thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net.
73s to you too, Jimmy, and it's always a pleasure. Kilo Echo 9, Delta Yankee November, clear.
Okay, do we have any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Hey, folks, did you hear that telephone ring a few minutes ago? That's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Tried and true, you bet. Good old landline telephone. Any more stations wish to check in? Any more stations wishing to check in? Please go now. Okay, at this time, I'm going to do my honorary check-ins. Okay, one of the best guys in the whole world, he doesn't check in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9CO. And please give him a phone call if you want any of those pieces of coax. So, 1,000 feet of coax, he's asking $1 for each foot. Give him a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. N9CO, Richard. HC for honorary check-in now. Justin, K9FEO. HC honorary check-in. Okay, K9FLO Dean in Roscoe. He hasn't checked in. Well, I've got him checked in, so. Okay, let's see. Alright. Oh. A9KGT. Alright, HC honorary check-in. HC9. KG, Mike, HC honorary check-in. W9KLG, Kevin, HC honorary. Okay, I'm going to do my Stevenson County check-ins. W9MSL, Win, they're in Freeport, there's a few blocks west of me. N9WSQ, George, in Rena, our club president, let's see, N9RPN, Mel, the trustee of the 39 repeater, let's see, TD9, OVJ, John McConnell, HC honorary check-in, is on the ambulance and mortuary duty. And last but certainly not least, Ruben, KB9OLF, Ruben in Cedarville, HC honorary check-in. 28 check-ins overall. Okay, do we have any more stations on checking the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
K0SDZ, San Diego Zoo.
K0SDZ, good evening, Bill. What's going on with you?
Well, we've been traveling in Wisconsin and Minnesota for 9 days with 4 teenage grandchildren. Had a blast, or they had a blast. I don't know, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, I guess, for Grammy and Grandpa Bill. But it was fun. We spent a couple days at my wife's sister and her husband have a lake home on Pelican Lake in near Nisswa, Minnesota. We spent a couple days there. The kids learned to water ski and had a lot of fun swimming, pontooning, and hiking and all that good stuff. Back in Rockford here, and I'm working on some more HF antennas for kind of antenna restricted situations, and trying to be creative and come up with some stuff that will work. Got the mobile HF rig running, and now having a bit of a glitch with that, so may have to repair that rig or get it fixed or swap it out for another one. But anyway, that's about the size of it here. Jimmy, back to you. Back to net. Hello, everybody. K0STZ, Sierra Delta Zulu, or San Diego Zoo. Bill in Rockford.
Okay, glad you had a good time on your vacation. I hope you get that antenna situation resolved. You can work HF. So, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll probably hear you on the Rag Tune Net tomorrow night.
That would be fun. Hope to be able to make it 73 for now, and K0STZ.
Okay, thanks for checking in. No, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay, Kerry K9MAP has been live streaming and recording this net throughout. Listen to the Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. He's I don't know how many, 30-some nets he's done already. So you just listen every night. It's Friday night with the Friday Night Fun Net live stream. It's Friday night every night of the week. The Friday Night Fun Net live stream. So okay. Well, I'll tell you what. That completes our main business here. I think everybody's checked in who's going to check in, but any more stations wishing to check in before I proceed to close down this net, please call now. Okay, I want to thank Ra for the use of the repeater. I'm going to run down the list of station check-ins so far. Myself, K9GCR, net control. N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport. My one and only early bird check-in. Every, let's see. He lives about a mile east of me, north of beautiful downtown Freeport. W3MBX, W9JTC, KD9VQM, Eric and Monroe. Good rag-to section tonight. And I hope he's still listening. N9EGF, Kevin, K9ASH, Dwayne. K9CNS, Doug. K9MAP. Terry was live streaming and recording this net on YouTube. K9YBG, K9YI Scott Monroe, K9JPP, K9COB, Mark, K9N, KK7 SLL down in Linden, Illinois, down by Whiteside County, down by the Quad Cities. WI9HF, Chad and Janesville, and K9BY and Eric is better have. Down my honorary check-ins. N9ZO, K9FEO, K9FLO, K9KZT, Larry, the King of CW, H9JZ. Oh, by the way, Larry has, K9KZT has a cold practice on Mondays and Tuesday evenings. They may be following the conclusion of the 7 p.m. Mondays and Tuesday evening nets on this repeater. H9JZ, Mike, W9KLG, Kevin, W9MSL, Win, K9WSQ, George, N9RPN, Mel, K9 OBJ, John, and K9 OLF Ruben. Total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 honor check-ins, 1 early bird check-in, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 honorary check-ins. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in, please go on. This is Case on GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXT repeater in Rockford, transferring for Friday Night Fun Net Center report. Do we have any more stations I'd like to check in before I start closing this thing down? Please go on. Hey, okay.
W9AXD.
Case on GCR. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your neighbors, your grandparents, your in-laws, neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your calf steak maker. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the counter of your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Your restaurants are closing fast. No more Kentucky Fried Chicken, Long John Silver's, beef rule. You're going to have to come to Freeport if you want any of them. Okay, be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter of your local post office, and you go mail letters, pick up your mail, and buy stamps. Be sure you tell your be sure you tell your cashier, your bank teller when you go to cash a check or withdraw money from your local bank. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your moms. Be sure you tell your members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure you tell your probation officer, parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your in-laws, of course, your old ladies about Friday Night Fun Net. The more checking, the better than that. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check. We do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, spotheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee or clench your fist when the U.S. national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. You don't back the boo, we don't take your check-ins. That's just plain old all there is to it. I want to thank everybody for checking. By the way, next Friday, I think I want to mention this. That's going to be our annual Christmas in July net. We're going to do like I do during the Christmas edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to ask everybody what their favorite memories of Christmas are. I'm going to read my Christmas radio nut jokes, and I'm going to read the ham radio edition of the night before Christmas. Okay, that'll be a fun time next Friday night. Okay, this is the last call for any station who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net from Maryland in the region without traffic. Please call K-Sign GCR. Last call for Ratchet Talk. Okay, there being no further business, this concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, July 17, 2026, with an unofficial count of 30 check-ins. 17 on-air check-ins, the rest were honorary, one was a hotline. I'm now going to close down this Friday, July 17, 2026 edition of Friday Night Fun Net and return the repair of the frequency normal AM radio use at exactly 10:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. 3 hours, 30 minutes of Zulu time. 7-3 to everybody. This is K-Sign G-Star saying 7-3 to all, and to all a good night. K9 MAP. Kerry, if you're listening, the net has lasted for exactly 2 hours, 30 minutes. Unofficial count of 30 check-ins. K-Sign G-Star, record.